All right, we're back to the Honda. We're working on the AC. So, again, we had some bad information. So you may have seen some videos where we replaced the AC compressor and all the AC components. We were instructed to by another shop. We took it in, had it diagnosed. They said, hey, your compressor's acting weird. We need to replace it. And then I was like, well, I'll replace it and bring it back in. You can fill it. So I did all that. And I should have just spent the time to research it myself and try to fix it, because I was soon found out afterwards that was not the case, because we went there and filled it up and they could not figure out the issue. Then they're like, this control panel's bad. And then I was like, okay, well, we just spent a couple $100 replacing all that stuff out there, had it refilled, and just to tell me this is bad. Which is the case. That is the problem. There are a few ways you can fix this. There's a method I'll show you on the control unit out there. You could try to buy a used one. The used one will not help you because it'll probably break after a little bit of time, which is what we experienced, right? So we temporarily put it in. And the way you find out that this is the actual issue when your AC stops working is the light will flash on the AC when it stops working. And the control panel, you can't click anything, you can't turn no knobs or nothing. It just won't do anything. So I can't replicate it for you because it's not doing it right now, but this will flash, it'll stop working. What's happening is the board's not getting power anymore. It overheated and it shut off. Well, this happens on old units after, I guess this car's 20 years old.
99.
So the fact that the part lasted that long is great as it is, but that's the issue. So we're going to show you disassembly, then I'll show you all the control panels and go from there. Sound good? Actually, not very many tools need to do this at all. Most of the stuff you just pop off. Go, that easily pops out. Then there's two clips in the back. All right, then we just take a couple screws off the back of this, and then I'll take this piece off and go from there. So I'll just take it to the workstation. Okay, so the original one actually isn't here. So the shop replaced it with this, and it did not work. Again, he just got a used one from a place. Me and Mike also went and got a used one. That's what this one right here, because this one didn't work. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull the screws off this so I can show you what I did. There's a jumper setting in here. Does that screwdriver work? Maybe it's not. Now, this fix I'm going to show you is a temporary fix. It could work a month, it could work years. In our case, it did work for a couple months.
About 2 months, yeah.
Yeah. But, so, you can see here, there's a lot of videos on it, but you solder from this D3 type connector right here. I don't know if that's showing up clear to you, to this section right here. So I went ahead and did that, and I'll try to post a picture of what I used in here. So right here, you'll see where I did it, and then that worked for a while. Like I said, it's just a jumper. Unfortunately, it was a temporary fix, did not solve our issue, but temporarily. We decided, with summer heat in Florida and my mom being old, I was like, hey, let's just find a new one and put it in. Which, there is a Dorman one out there, but they're sold out. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if these are all breaking at the same time. Everyone needs them. They stopped producing them, what the case is. But I went down to Honda and I spent 500 bucks to get a replacement. Literally, this is the part number. You guys can see that real quick. Okay. So that's the part number. They said it was out of stock. They had no idea when they'd get it in. Then they called me a day later and it was there. So maybe I got lucky. Maybe it was back hidden behind the shelf, but it was quickly found. So this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna install this new one real quick. Very simple job. But if you guys ever had this issue and the light flashes on the AC and then your AC just isn't working, that's what the issue is. It's just the control panel went out. Ooh, that's pretty. Nice and brand new, Mike. Huh?
It better look pretty. $500.
Yeah, that's $500 pretty right there. There is a third way of fixing this, which isn't really a fix. It's just a loophole. If you go in here and you have all your settings, this sometimes will work. You can actually go in there and you set your settings, and then you can make a toggle switch and just give constant power using your connectors in here in the car. You can actually feed power to the area where it'll turn it on automatically and bypass this whole system. The settings already be saved. You can't really change anything. You can't up and down, but there's a way of doing that. I don't recommend it. It's really just a hack. Not really
it's not a proper fix.
Not a proper fix, but if you're tight on money and you just need AC and you don't, if you're okay with the settings always the same, there is a way of doing that as well. That looks nice, Mike. Looks nicer than anything else in the car.
Right.
All right, let's get this sucker put back in. Green one goes there. Mike and I have literally done this a dozen times.
Couldn't do it in a dead sleep.
Yeah. He has this process down so good.
At least you got a mag.
So we turned the camera off and we found the screw and put it in there. Watch now with all this. It's gonna be shaking, rattling.
Like the door.
Yeah.
Lights on, that's a good sign.
Yeah, so when this stops working, all lights are off. Oh, AC's off. Oh, even the buttons feel good. Feel that. Hit the button, Mike.
Oh, wow.
All right. You know, I feel like we need to go for a ride. I mean, we can't just not test it. Look at her. She stole my sweater. Do you guys have people steal your sweaters? My daughter steals my stuff all the time.
Hey, let me get in there.
You want to get in the back?
Yeah, I want to get in the back.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Get over here.
Oh my God. You got to get on that side.
Oh, okay.
Oh, who owns that car?
That one.
Oh, yeah.
It's so weird that they just leave all their cars on the side of the road like
I know. Jerks. Okay, is he still working? Oh, man, it feels good. That's one thing I can't complain about. AC's always worked good in here when it works.
Yeah, when it works.
When it turned on, it worked really well. All right, guys, you don't want to hear me babble. All right, I'll be back here in a little bit. All right, Mike, we drove the Honda for an hour. No issues. So we're hoping it's fixed. I guess my mom will let us know when she drives it. Maybe she throws a soda on it and breaks it again. I don't know. All right. Well, guys, thank you again for watching. Until next time, you guys have a good one.